Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday to everybody, and welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Johnny Blaze, bringing y'all this Saturday morning content. But before I continue, I want to get y'all thoughts. All truly will, son. I want to get y'all thoughts about this post right here from Don Dallas. All right? Please give me your honest opinion about this post from Don Dallas, right? Now, this is what I'm going to read what he says first, and then I'm going to read the response that I gave him. What's going on, Reg? Good morning, bro. Happy Saturday to you. Hashtag to catch a predator. While y'all on here doing the same shit and nothing in life, I am out here doing my best to save some of our youth. I had a talk with the mayor's office of Greensboro, North Carolina, about this piece of shit, and he is now being thoroughly investigated. Let's hope this slime ball gets what he deserves. If you appreciate this real work, show your appreciation on my Cash App. All right? For content channel support. Now, here is my response to this post right here. Where's proof you even talked to the mayor at Don Dallas Reacts? If you're really trying to help the kids, then why put your Cash App? People won't donate to no hearsay. I'm just saying, you really are a sad individual. All right? So now let's break this all down, right? Because this is funny to me. This is funny. The man could not. This man sat up here. Oh my God. Look, this man sat up here after he saw me post that. He's thinking that I'm helping promote it. But no, I'm pointing it out. Now, this is what he posted on his community wall after I said what I said. Now, what is wrong with this picture, ladies and gentlemen? What is wrong with that one? You say Thursday. Today is Saturday, for one. For two, right? If he really did talk to the mayor, how come it ain't no record of it other than you showing a snapshot of you actually calling the office, but that's Thursday. So, we don't even know who the fuck he is. I haven't seen this on the news, and I actually went behind you after all that since just to see if you was actually right about what you were saying. I just don't get it, Don. What was your angle in all that? You want people to donate to you because what you pointed out, which that's not. I'm not tripping about all that, but like, what real work did you do? I'm trying to figure out what real work did you do, like you brought down, like you really brought down a predator from off the internet, my nigga. Like, come on, man, what is you talking about? You said that last video that you made about me, which by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he took that video down. Oh yeah. Now this is to show y'all that he took the video down. I shared the video on my wall. You see right there where I said clown? This video isn't publicly. I know I can't see that. This video isn't publicly available, meaning that he removed the video in its entirety. He deleted the video. right? Now ask yourself this. Why did he delete the video? Hey, good morning, Kiana. Why did he delete the video? Why would he make a post talking about an individual that's not even known for doing anything, saying that he's a piece of shit? So we supposed to go off of your word. You giving no background about this individual, but you want people to go along with you about that. That's the premise of what I'm talking about with you, Don Dallas. Is no real ground basis to even donate to you behind something like that, because it's like we only going off your word. You're not showing any type of work, no proof behind you calling this man a pedo in the first fucking place. How about you show paperwork on the individual that you're talking about, Don? So we just supposed to, people that sees that, right? What if they want to know, they want to see the paperwork on the man? Can you provide that? Fuck you showing a phone call that you made to the mayor's office. Can you provide the paperwork to back up your claim that that man is a pedophile, sir? Until you could do some shit like that, then maybe somebody would donate to you. But I can tell you right now, that ain't gonna happen, my nigga. And you saying that you making another video about me, bro, you're not gonna get no traction with me. If you already taken down your videos of me roasting the shit up out of you, it did bother you because you took the video away. You erased it. You didn't like the things that I was saying about you. You think, you know what? I don't give a fuck if you didn't like what I said about you. All I wanted you to do was to leave me the fuck alone in the first place. You came over here in my space fucking with me. And then you tried to make it more than what it really is. I need anger management. I need help. Sir, you don't even know me. What the fuck is we really talking about? I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know what the fuck I need help with, sir. You need to get your shit together, sir. Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all really nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready, right, to talk. I'm going to drop this link and I'm going to see what all the fuck you want, right? I'll hear you out. But then after that, bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm not gonna talk about you when I actually say, right, that I'm not gonna talk about you. Then I'm not gonna talk about you. Right? I don't have to. Even when you was on Sears platform, you was trying to talk to me then. I'm not gonna address you anymore. Matter of fact, this is an impromptu live, y'all. This is an impromptu live stream. Right? I wasn't even planning on going live, right? But I have to address this and I have to put it out on YouTube because why? I know you on YouTube. I don't know you on in real time. So I'm not going to ever talk to you on no back end at all, ever. Right? I'm not going to ever do that. If you want to address me about anything, you address it for everybody to hear. What the fuck is you trying to call me on the back end for? Nigga, we ain't getting money together. We not getting no money together. Call your son. Mentor your son. There's nothing that you can get from me. Remember, you don't need a motherfucker like me, right? You can stand on your own. So that's exactly what the fuck you gonna do. You have no reason to call me on the back end for nothing. I don't know you. Miss Eve, this is for you, Miss Eve. And it's nice and frosty too. Right? Again, I don't know you, right? Outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube, right? I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Right? We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready to talk. You don't dictate when I want to talk. That's not how that goes, nigga. When I feel like talking, then I will set up a live, upcoming like I always do, and I follow through on what I do. Now, what you do is what you do. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, bro, right? Stop talking that line with me because, see, you better know one thing about what I will do, or I will tell. Right? Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I don't know you. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. I don't know you. Right? Again, I don't know you. I don't know you. Right? I don't know you. So, moving forward, I just want to say this before I continue the show. It will never be a mention of you, Don Dallas, on my channel. I will not give you any type of back and forth because I do not promote scammers, right? That's what I don't do. I don't report scammers. Yeah, that's exactly all what it is though, KTC. So you won't see me promote that shit. I made my point with that. You haven't shown any work, you haven't shown any real work, and you want people to donate to that bullshit. Please. Chef X with the $1.99 because he can. Shout out to Chef X for that $1.99 super chat. So yeah, moving forward, what I am gonna do is instead of playing the Lenon Honor interview, I'm still gonna play that. But I caught this not too long ago about RG3 coon alert. RG3 coon alert. All right. Dr. Rashad caught this most definitely, and this shit, man, Dr. Rashad be on point. All right, so fair use. This is for educational purposes only, and to keep y'all apprised about RG3's cooning activities. All right.
I got set up in minutes and have been keeping their streaming and gaming.
RG3 makes further digs at Angel Reese during an offensive post. Put it up. We'll get into it. So according to Sports Illustrated, a bitter social media feud appears to be brewing after Chicago Sky star Angel Reese seemed to respond to former ESPN analyst Robert Griffin III's controversial post on Thursday. Griffin wrote a lengthy message on X denouncing the racist rhetoric that had.
Now, this is what RG3 did in a post. Instead of leaving it like this with a regular likeness, He changed the likeness into a monkey. Okay? Now, that right there is the ultimate disrespect with your own. I do not condone that. And RG3, you are a fucking coon. With a capital C, my nigga. With a capital C.
It's been used mostly by online trolls toward Reese this WNBA season, including reposting an image that troll tweeted of Reese NBA 2026 cover, replacing into an image of an ape.
What up with it, Brian?
Quote, all right, this has got to stop. There is no place for racism in this world, whether you like.
Now, all right, this has to go to stop. Excuse me. There's no place for racism in this world, whether you like a player or not. Angel Reese should never be called or displicit as a monkey. I have been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats. Threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media and beyond. This will never be okay with me. I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with a clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. Now, that's to me all alleged. I have not seen any proof behind RG3 and the accusations that he just made. I have not seen any proof. So it is what it is. All right, so let's move on.
Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. However, in this tweet, Griffin claimed he was in contact with some people in Reese's, quote, inner circle who told him Reese has, quote, grown to hate Caitlin Clark. People in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right. And Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because of the media always asking her about Caitlin and being constantly compared to her, Griffin wrote. Griffin would end with, quote, all that being said, Angel Reese or any black man or woman should never be called or depicted as a monkey, ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she is black, you are the problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you are a Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn it racial. There should be no space for racism in this world. So hours later, Reese appeared to fire back at Griffin to set the record straight, quote, lying.
Huh. So Angel Reese, as y'all can see, she responds. Lying on this app when everybody know the first and last name of everybody in my circle for clout is nasty work.
On this app when everybody know the first and last name of everybody in my circle for clout is nasty work. Reese's mom also called out Griffin for his alleged claim about Reese and Clark. Quote, man, stop with the cap. Reese's mom wrote on X, quote, my daughter's circle is so small and tight. So I'd be interested to know who called you. Whomever you say called you is not in her inner circle to speak on her feelings towards a media/fandom made up beef. Just stay on the side because the doors are closed over here.
Damn.
TLT Sports' Rick Strom had some choice words for our RG3. Here's video.
Now, wait a minute Now, this the white man, ladies and gentlemen. And I want y'all to pay attention to what the white man said to the black man in regards to his cooning. then y'all most definitely won't believe what the white man has said about RG3 and his cooning comments and his cooning actions.
This simple message is for Robert Griffin III. If you are not Robert Griffin III, please keep scrolling. Robert, Bob, shut the up. Shut the up. How much bull are we going to have to hear from your bitch ass, man?
Damn.
Utter nonsense.
Damn, this white boy came hard. He said with your bitch ass. Damn. Oh, I got to rewind that part back right there. Hold on. He said with your bitch ass. He put some bass up in that shit too.
Shut the up. How much bull are we going to have to hear from your bitch ass, man?
Damn.
Utter nonsense.
Hey, Missy.
We've already seen your coverage. We have seen how uneven it is and how you, knowing the audience that you have gotten from, let's say, for example, your interview with Dana White, where you allowed him to spew utter nonsense on your show, unchecked, promoting so many falsehoods while you and your wife just sit back and giggle and laugh the entire time and fawn over him because you want to use his guest book for future interviews. You have put a target on Angel Reese's back more than she should ever have.
What up?
And now you're lying about, oh, I have so many people in her group chat texting me that she hates Caitlin Clark. Wow, that sounds a lot like what you say every single time you could take a shot at Angel Reese.
Woo! He is on his heels. Miss Eve with the $2 super chat. Here's a little something. Appreciate that little something, Miss Eve. Appreciate you.
And promote Caitlin Clark. And not to be outdone, today you decided to promote on your own timeline a racist image from someone who has like 200 followers on Twitter. Whether you say, oh, this is unacceptable or not, your actions are unacceptable. And you want to keep objectifying people like how you keep calling your wife milk?
Damn, look at the white man check RG3 for being too much of a coon. How sway is this, ladies and gentlemen? The white man is calling RG3 out. They say, we sick of you. We don't like the way you cooning, boy. Hey, the white man telling him, hey, we don't like the way you cooning there, boy. Boy, you got to tighten up that, boy. That cooning you doing ain't no good. We don't like the things that you're saying there, boy. This shit is hilarious to me, man. The white man curses out Robert Griffin III because he don't like the way he coons.
Bro, like one of the worst members of our industry, and there are certainly a lot, you are hurting the cause, my man. You are the reason why so many people are so distrustful of us. But hey, I really hope you appreciate the new followers that you've gotten who are loving what you've been saying about Angel Reese, who has been through deep fake PORN, has gotten death threats thrown her way, has been stalked, and diabolically, as uneven as your coverage has been, you don't even see it, which is the exact worst part. Shut the up.
Damn.
I concur with the message. That reminds me, Jordan, we need to get Rick.
Well, we know, Dr. Richie, you most definitely concur with that message. Like, RG3, you really do need to just shut the fuck up, though, man. Like, bro, even the white man is telling you to shut the fuck up. Now, how bad is that? I haven't heard no white man tell Jesse Lee to shut the fuck up. I haven't heard no white man tell old Tommy Sotomayor to shut the fuck up. But a white man that told you, RG3, to shut your bitch ass up. He said, with your bitch ass. Boy, that right there in itself was funny as hell. White boy told you to shut the fuck up with your bitch ass. Oh, no. When cooning goes wrong, ladies and gentlemen. When cooning goes wrong.
Back on the show. It's been a while. Tell my brother I said it's been too long. All right. So RG3 has a long and public record of criticizing Reese, posting back in May, quote, after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese and the aftermath, there's no way Angel Reese can continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like.
Good morning,
Angel
Tyler.
Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate. What's wrong with this guy? Put him up, man.
Look at this.
You're a silly man.
Cool.
You're a silly Billy, sir. Silly Billy. Also back.
Now, where's Carlos at right about now? I think Carlos didn't have one of those type of nights. He did say he was going to the casino, and he already posted up them nice little cannabis trees and that drink. Shit, his ass probably still asleep. But I know Carlos would be eating this on up right about now. I know he would, because this is a complete cooning ass clown. Now he can't get no pass because see, he goes way and beyond. He's attacking black women. Now, that's one thing to believe in love, white man, and all that other shit. You know, hey, to each his own. Love who you want to love to get where you need to get to. But when you start disrespecting the black woman behind your cooning bullshit, then that's when I have a problem with it. See, that's why I don't fuck with no damn Tommy Sotomayor. Because of his cooning bullshit, he got a chance to sit up and disrespect black women. No. But all the time praising the damn white man. No. You take your motherfucking praising white men cooning ass the fuck away from me. That gives you an excuse to sit up here and disrespect black women. Yeah, we know all women can be something else. That don't have no color. Fuck all that shit. The fuck? Tired of motherfuckers with all this when black women and do and black women and do and black women and black women. Well then, goddammit, don't deal with them type of women then. Stay the fuck away from them. Why the fuck do men sit up here, put themselves with women, whether they black or not, right? You weed them out. You know they some wretched motherfuckers. But you still go along with it. And then when the shit don't go your way, now it got to become disrespectful. Now it got to be all type of shit that you didn't say before. Because why? You was getting what the fuck you want to get up out the deal. The fuck? Motherfuckers can't keep it real to say they fucking life.
In May, RG3 posted a video about Reese being jealous of Caitlin Clark and that Reese was being treated better by the referee in comparison to Clark while Griffin's wife sits in the background. And the week after Trump's reelection, he's criticized those who's called Trump supporters bigots. Some of them are, sir. Just like there's some supporters of Biden and others were bigots too. Facts are easy. All right, Yasmin, thoughts?
Yeah, Rick Strong calling him Bob was funny to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. This is such a weird story. Like, this man is just trying to start something between two NBA players out of nothing. He's trying to rage bait his own audience by condemning racism while also further spreading racist images. It's
You know what? Look, let's put this in proper perspective, right? RG3, for one, I'm not going to call him a racist, right? So let's be clear about that. That's what they want to spin, right? I'm going to call it for what it is. RG3 is being a coon for the white people to give them certain type of content that he thinks that they want to look at. He thinks that him going at his own people is what they want to look at. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with you're right. You can call him an Oreo, right, Julian? Most definitely you can call him an Oreo. But I just don't, I'm not gonna put that racist word on him, right? Because in order for him to be racist, then shouldn't he have a disdainment for the white folks? But he can't because he married a white woman. So we already know he all in with the white folks. We know that. Okay, cool. But Robert Griffin III, you came from a black woman. You got to have some type of pride about yourself as far as for your fellow black man or woman, excuse me. But either way it goes, though, Robert Griffin III, you're bogus on all levels. The way you're trying to twist it around and act like you the one that's the victim and people is attacking you. But you don't have to go as far as you go to sit up here and disrespect that black woman the way that you do. You're wrong, sir. And we see right through your ass. You only doing this to appease the white folks. Well, the white folks didn't already done spoke then, RG3. White folks done told you to shut the fuck up with your bitch ass. Oh, shit. Now, all right. Shout out to Dr. Rashard Ritchie. You know what I'm saying? I'm subbed up to him. I've been subbed up to him for the last like 2.5 years. He does bring the content. Shout out to that gentleman for sure for bringing the good news, the news that you can actually use. All right. So moving forward to the main video, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Now, let me recap this real quick. Yesterday, I did a video on Dr. Umar being unhinged about a woman from his past that he dealt with privately and on business side because this woman he hired to take care of his mother. Now, the woman that's in question went on to Lenon Honor's platform for an interview. And, well, we didn't hear her side before him snapping out, but we about to hear it today at the JB2 Reactions. Fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm only giving my reaction to what the conversation in the interview was all about between Lenon Honor and the woman in question that was hired by Dr. Umar to take care of his mother and to have private time with the Pan-African prince. All right? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
We get through what you want to get to today, and if you want to come back in the future, we can do that. Before we even do this, though, sis, how are you doing with everything that Umar has been up to over the last couple of days, including doxing you on his Instagram page?
I'm doing really good.
Wait, so Dr. Umar allegedly doxed the woman that he hired to take care of his mother, and that he had personal private time with this woman, doxes her information on IG Live. Lord Jesus Christ.
It is different. There is my family has been awesome. The city's been awesome. My family's been awesome. Job's been awesome. Nobody is really surprised, which is shocking. Like on his end, nobody was surprised. It's kind of been more of a, I don't know. It's kind of like a way to show up for me because I'm a very private person. So I think they've been using this as a way to show up for me, and I appreciate it. I'm okay though. I'm not like emotionally wound up or anything. I'm trying not to be, a little too numb to it because I know the severity. There are other people that are out there. He's done it too. So I know I have some respect for what they went through. I'm just, I guess, like a different breed.
Yeah. I noticed that. I concur on that.
He's really trying. He's doing a whole lot of showing himself. I will say that it's also kind of a determining line,
Morning, Virgo,
but I don't want to say good and evil. It's just it's a lot. It's just a lot of different people have opinions on it, and I don't want to like drag anybody else into this, but there were a lot of people that felt very strongly, a lot of women that felt very strongly about what he was doing. It's taught me a whole lot because some of the things I was kind of like, oh, well, who cares? But they're like, no, you don't understand how serious. And I'm like, oh, okay. You're right. I never even thought about that.
Can you explain what do you mean exactly from these women?
There are some women that have went through this. They've had men revenge porn, gang stalked, just doxing. A lot of people have, they can't do it publicly. They're scared to do it publicly because they don't want the backlash to fall on them. But I've gotten a ton of inboxes, a ton of DMs, just like, he's crazy. Something's wrong with him. How did you stay in that space? How do you deal with someone like that? And I just say I've dealt with it. I'm kind of numb to it. After a certain point, I got my head right about what it was, why I was in the space, and I didn't pay him a whole lot of attention. But it's woken me up to a lot of things that happen against women. And I've worked in that space before, but it was always physical, like the physical abuse. Never really paid attention to like the psychological abuse. Then there's a whole nother capstone of men that can create narratives for women, and them having power to create these narratives. Like there's a lot of people that think I'm like a sex worker because of,
Wait. I'm sorry. Lenon, now you mean to tell me that people think that you a sex worker because when in fact I believe that, Dr. Umar, this is my thing, right? If it was just supposed to be straight business, to me, it should have never been no private time between you and him. See, to me, in my opinion, that's when the lines got blurred right there. The moment that you submitted to that man in private, right? That's where it all went wrong right there.
The type of stuff that he put out, and my personality is not even that. I don't even have that type of reputation in, my city or anything. But I was like, are they gonna think, I'm promiscuous? No, it's not. hasn't nothing like that's been said or anything. So it's going pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
I have to ask because we talked about this via email that you received a text message from Umar.
hold on, let me the mic.
And okay, take your time. Take your time. That you received the text message, and Umar thought that he was sending the text message directly to your son.
Yeah,
Can you
that was
explain that?
scary.
Yeah, can you explain that? Well, I can pull it up too, but can you explain that to the listening audience?
Yeah, so I have 3 different phones. One phone I dedicated because when I went out to Philly, my phone number, so one of my phones is jailbroken, which somebody like me should never have a jailbroken phone, but I have one. It's an iPhone.
Explain what that means.
So basically, it does more than a normal phone is supposed to be able to do. And that is to accommodate some of the work that I do on the side of working for my employer. So with that, when I was out of town, some way my phone stopped picking up the SIM card and it was stuck in SOS mode. So I had to get a Philadelphia phone number.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the Philadelphia phone number, I just dedicated that phone to Philadelphia, like to him, because I couldn't really use it anywhere else. I didn't want anybody to really have that phone number. And then I have 2 other phones. I have one that's for, my job. And then I have another phone for something else. But yeah, he thought one of the phone numbers that I gave him when we were doing the event, he thought that was my son's number. And my son has a completely different number. So he texted that to my son. My son never reached out to him. He just brought him into the situation. Like he was looking for somebody to kind of allyship with, which that was the wrong person. We are a very close-knit family. And he sent the text to my phone and I was like, wow, if my son would have gotten it, I wouldn't have liked him to get, yanked into this. But my kids are barely on social media. Like they go on there. They're not like social media kids. None of us are really. But he sent them, and you can show it if you have it.
I'll pull it up.
I figure you just had it. But it's scary. Like what?
All right. So let's read the text. Good evening, sir. Your mother attacked me on YouTube by going on my #1 haters platform and discussing my mother's personal business. My mother is innocent, and your mother has no right to target my disabled mother by conspiring with my haters. I've never had anyone violate my mother in my life. I'm sorry you're in the middle of this, sir. My family is very angry. This will be addressed one way or the other. But what the hell did the son got to do with it? I wouldn't have contacted the son. I'm just saying.
Why would you send that to a young man?
Yeah, let me
where his mother's concerned.
Yeah, let me read. I'll read a little bit of it, and then let's get your response. So, this was sent at 11:22 p.m. and it says, "Good evening, sir. Your mother attacked me on YouTube by going on my #1 haters platform and discussing my mother's personal business. My mother is innocent, and your mother had no right to target my disabled mother by conspiring with my haters." It's interesting that he says he's suggesting that you targeted his disabled mother. You were the one taking care of her, right?
Yeah, right. And this had nothing to do with his mother. His mother was, no one attacked her at all. Quite the opposite. That she was her and the daughter were one of the underlying reasons that I wanted to say something about him. If you notice too, this number is not in this phone anymore. So it's like it took me a while for it to register because, like I told you before, he was sending people into my space, like his supporters. He would have them sending me threatening messages. And I had gotten rid of all of those, but I brought them back up because I forgot that deleted messages, it holds them. Yeah. But so this, I had completely took him out of that phone. I used that phone for something else. So when I got this number, I was like, wait a minute, how did somebody from a 215, how did they get this number? Because it's, it's used for something else now. And then it was him. But yeah, he just, something's wrong with this dude.
Yeah, it also says, I've never had anyone violate my mother in my life. It's not that you violated her, you were taking care of her.
Yeah, I didn't violate her. And he's just trying to manipulate the situation, like the story, so that he can create a narrative. Yeah. Just like with putting out that my son, and I was trying to get in touch with his teacher so that I could get her just to send a voice clip or something so that people wouldn't think that I skipped an IEP. He's trying to make out like I just shucked my son off. Yeah, can you explain? Yeah. Like he's mental. He's mental. And I'm just going to let him stack up against him. Because one thing about it, when you have a good reputation, that is really hard to squash. Mm-hmm. I've never missed an IEP with my son. That's one thing. And then the other thing, is that the what had happened, my son had picked up a phone in the classroom. They have certain phones that are in classrooms and it goes straight to 911. So he was trying to call his brother to get picked up. There was nobody in the class. He walked up to the phone and he picked it up. And he's in a different type of, school setting. So they have those type of phones. Like he's in a smaller class size and everything. So he picked up the phone and it caused the paramedics, the fire, everybody came out. And
imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
He got in trouble for it, but he didn't know. But he got in trouble for it. They wanted me to come in, and this situation was not like what he was trying to. He just needed to have somebody come in. They knew that I was out of town. That's why on the letter it was caretaker. And it was went to the school, talked to them. They were like, he doesn't need to pick up that phone anymore. And they swore he knew about it. He said he didn't know about it, but
what up with a DJ?
Yeah. So
you did say he got in trouble for that, even though he didn't know, right?
Yeah, he got. Yeah. Well, he didn't get in trouble like that. They just needed to talk to me because the next time it was a suspension. Because they get fined for sending out, paramedics and fire trucks and all of that for no reason. Right. The school picks up a fine. So they gave him the benefit of the doubt. He got in trouble from me, but he didn't get in trouble from the school. Yeah. But the next time just to make sure the next time they understood, I would be paying that fine and he would be in some serious Dutch. Yeah. Because that ain't cheap. So what now, just for clarity, quick chat, what she's referring to is that Umar, he spun a whole other narrative about what took place, because it's basically about a phone. What Umar does is he posts this on his Instagram page. So I have it up here. I don't know if you can see it, sis, but let me read what Umar stated here. This, again, is Umar painting a false narrative. He's known for doing this because he did the same thing with the conscious stripper. He did the same thing with other women that have come out to speak about him. Umar says, this woman, and then he gives your information. I'm sorry, I should redact this. If you don't mind, let me go ahead. It's already it's okay.
I know, but I
know
have a
you
degree.
Protect me good, but
yeah, if you don't mind, let me just go. I'm going to do that anyway, just because that's how I am. So before and we'll come back to it. Let's go back to this right here. And what we can do is this last part. If you can respond, and while you do this,
I went in on him on that. I couldn't help it because that is like you coming. I've never contacted, even though I have numbers. I've never contacted anybody about him or about his mother's situation. I never contacted them after the fact. I didn't have those phone numbers when I was taking care of her. He just left me there. No, contact person. If he got hemmed up somewhere or something, he got into a car wreck, one time. He never left any like emergency contact. I wasn't taking care of her at that time, but still, things happen, and I have your mother under my care. If something happens even to her and we can't get in touch with you, there's no contact number. But at any rate, the fact that he crossed that line and contacted my son, that was too much.
But I'm with you on that, though. I'm with you on that, Lene. Why the fuck would he contact your son and put your son into your situation with Dr. Umar? That ain't acting like that shit was straight business. That's some real personal shit. Dr. Umar, you don't look good in this situation right here. No, you don't look good at all. This don't look good at all on your behalf, sir.
Yeah, he said here, I've never had anyone violate my mother. We've already addressed that. Then he says, I'm sorry you're in the middle of this, sir.
He's not in the middle of anything.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know anything about it. And he knows now, but at the time he didn't know anything about what was going on because my kids aren't online. I got different kids. My kids are out fishing and hiking. They don't. My kids be touching real good. They be hugging trees and touching grass. They do not care nothing about what's going on.
Yeah, that's awesome because kids. My kids too. They be on their phones.
And even with that, they're on different like things. They're not on the social media. Like just when I was telling him, even when we were doing the event, it's kind of hard to. We had a whole theater, that someone trusted me with, and I appreciate, them letting us use it. But we had a theater. It was hard to fill up those seats, and he was, his ego makes him feel like he's just this biggest thing. People didn't know who he was.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was like we were trying to give him, kind of like this pitch to try to get it filled up for him. We was really working.
Yeah, he say
working for him.
Yeah, but he say he the most requested scholar.
Well, we gonna see about that today because
that's real tough.
The stuff that I sent you, we did a whole lot to try to make that, the best because we took it on, and even though we were just trying to focus on one aspect of his work, I'm sorry, I'm dancing around these chords.
Oh, no, but you're fine.
Yeah, we did a lot of work trying to get those seats filled up. But yeah, even with that, my kids, they don't come across, and even the fact that that son that he thought he was putting in the middle of something, he's the one that introduced me to Umar, like his work. So he came across it being passed on something else. It was not on the regular platforms.
So wait, you mean to tell me, Dr. Umar, you're using young black men to get at their mamas? I see what the fuck you doing, Dr. Umar. You're using the young men to get at their mama. And in this situation right here, you just got into something that you thought it was cool. But then later on down the line, now all the excuses come out. She crazy. She this. She that. You putting her information out. You reaching out. Because think about it though, Law. Think about it this way. Why in the fuck is he even texting the son in the first place? Because I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about that my own self. And the only way is if he was having a conversation with that young man about his mother. And once he figured out enough information about the mother, full speed ahead. But I guess he still didn't get enough info and look at the mess that he in now with this woman.
So,
and then the last thing he says, my family is very angry. This will be addressed one way or another. That's almost like a veiled threat.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
Our menu has...
Yeah, I'm not worried about none of them. And if they were really all that worried, they go see about their mama.
Real talk. I said that yesterday.
Put that energy into something that's go do some good, because coming this way, you don't want these problems. But yeah, I know that he was trying to, and that's the thing about Umar. Umar tries to make out like he has a whole force behind him, and even if he did, one thing about dictatorship is it's like death by 1,000 cuts. You have nicked so many people and hurt so many people and done so much grime. People hold that resentment, and when it's time to, when you take a knee, that's when they're going to dogpile you. And he has hurt a lot of people and done a lot of evil, so that's why he stays in drama. It's still people that are in Philadelphia that have issues with him. He's not.
No, that's true.
Loved
you're right.
in that city. Not by what I didn't go out there even when I was in my time alone. I wasn't going around, trying to tell people that, oh, I'm up here with, no, he's not a flex to be around or to be up on. He's not that guy. So I kept all of our dealings and everything, and I've even told the guy that filmed the video that you showed. I asked him if me and my son could get removed from it, and even Jarrell get us removed from it because we didn't want to be publicly aligned with him. I never posted him or my pictures on my page after we did the event. That event was one of many that was supposed to take place. That was one of the conditions of us working with Jarrell's father. We were trying to offer, kind of like how Umar is working as an adult. He's running around the world speaking. We were trying to create events so this little boy, this 12-year-old, would have a platform of his own. And then we were going to, do the events before the tragedy hit. So it was going to be Umar and then, a few other people behind him that were lined up to do events. But after that tragedy, it kind of halted everything. So I wanted to speak on that. But yeah, his family being upset, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but he may just be saying that may not even be true, because he's painting the narrative here too.
So, because I just can't see unless they're immune to it. Where I was talking to my girlfriend, she was like, some people.
And this is why I feel like Dr. Umar should have just shut the fuck up. Dr. Umar should have even made a video responding back to this. I mean, come on, man. You hired this woman to take care of your mother, right? But instead of you leaving it just straight business, you end up getting personal with the woman. So much so that you was going to hotel rooms that you paid for, and you talking about she just wanted the Pan-African Prince. Whole time, it takes two, sir. So that means that you was on her heels just as well as her probably want you too. So let's not kid ourselves. If she's saying that she got pics and videos, allegedly, if that's what she got, but you sitting up here making videos, calling yourself, defending yourself on what you're saying is a lie, why are you needing to defend a lie? I mean, if you didn't do it, then you didn't do it. That's the way I see it. You said you don't get yourself involved with the bullshit, Dr. Umar, but you fell right into it, bro. You fell right into it.
Live like that and they're immune. But I don't think that he is based off of the video that you showed before, because he was trying to say he was moving. He's in a process of moving.
Mm-hmm.
That shows like, you kind of know that this space is messed up. So are you just lazy, or maybe he doesn't? I don't know.
No, and some of that I have follow maybe a page and a half of follow questions. So, and that was one of the questions, and we'll get to that a little bit later on.
Okay.
But I think with Umar in that scenario, he was exposed, and he wanted to come up with an excuse as to why he was living in filth.
Yeah.
Now, if he wasn't exposed, I think he's perfectly comfortable in that, because that's a pattern of behavior for him, living in filth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it may not. He may just be immune to it in the sense that it doesn't register in his mind. And like you had said in the first interview, he may have been raised in that type of scenario anyway.
Damn. I see why Dr. Umar calling him Pastor Bussy. I see, because man, this shit right here, KTC, this shit is wild as hell.
And it's just something that doesn't register in his mind.
Yeah, because just even looking at some of the stuff in the house, I was just like, it's been a long time since, some things have been turned over in this home. So yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So, some of the things in the house.
Just walking into it and looking at like the condition of the sofa, looking at the condition of the chairs.
Really?
He did tell me that he needed to have like he wanted me to decorate, or he wanted me to come in and fix things up and everything. And hey, that's my thing. So I was like, I was on it. So he kind of sets you up with these false narratives, and you're not understanding that it's really him trying to protect himself. You're actually thinking that he's really interested in doing these things. He just wanted to make out like he was aware that the house was bad, it had issues, and he was willing to change it, or he just didn't have anybody to change it.
Did he tell you anything about the condition of the house before you got there?
He said some people think he's a hoarder. Like,
what do you mean? Can explain that? What was the context? Were you guys texting, or you were talking?
No, we were on the phone. We had a really long phone conversation before I actually got out there. He was trying to prepare me. And honestly, I was in a mind frame that I don't judge. Like, I went into space. I've had to go out of town to get women out of bad situations. I've been in all kinds of different types of homes, and I don't pass any judgment. But so I was prepared to see something, that he lived different. I didn't prepare for it to be what I saw. And like, he wanted to talk about, and I think that's when he was trying to cover up for himself, like, oh, there's no woman. I need somebody here that's going to be able to do that. So if you're a woman and you're going into that space with the idea, okay, this is a bachelor, he gonna.
This woman is basically saying that Dr. Umar is a slob. Now look, that's not all the way true that a man is a slob. Yeah, you got a lot of men that slobs and do a lot of nasty shit. So I won't debate that part. Sometimes we can be some trifling sons of bitches. Now, if it don't apply to you men, let it fly over your head. Because you also do have men that like to keep things tidy and ain't gonna have shit all over the place. But to use that as an excuse because you a bachelor, no. You got a lot of men that is bachelors that don't sit up there and have nasty houses and be around nasty shit. I'm sorry. Now, I get it. Yes, I can say on one end, you got these amount of men that sits up here, yes, and they just nasty. They ain't gonna clean up after themselves, and they do depend solely on the woman to do it. And then you just got some men, though, they don't need no woman to sit up and clean and cook or none of that, wash clothes. They can do all that shit them damn self. Some of us men was taught how to do that at an early age, on not to depend on the woman solely just for no cooking or cleaning or, you know, things like that. Like, you should be able to still be able to do things like that on your own. Just saying.
Live like a bachelor. You're gonna be eating out of the ice cream bowls and stuff like that. You know, it's I understand, but that wasn't what it was. It was this is like what you said, squalor.
Yeah.
You know? This is like you're not paying attention to cleanliness at all. This is not him knocking over something and spilling a little something in the fridge. That fridge needed to be thrown out. You know, it couldn't. You can't do anything else with that.
So he told you specifically that people. He didn't. Did he say who thought that he was a hoarder? Or he just said people think that I'm a hoarder.
Yeah, he just said generally people think he's a hoarder. So there's a lot of there's just a lot of piles of stuff. There's just I can't put value on anybody's stuff just by eyeballing it, but just in there's just a whole lot of stuff. Like there's piles and piles, like he has it piled. And a lot of that could have been alleviated if he just bought like shelving and put the stuff away. It's like sitting there stacked, like just sitting there and stacked. Like it's not 10.
Boy, Lene, you calling Dr. Umar all type of a nasty man. You just trying to do it politely, but boy, she shitting all. She trying to do it the nice way though, Law, but man, ain't no way you can tell that shit to a person. I don't care how nice you say it. You still basically saying that Dr. Umar is a nasty son of a bitch. So if y'all was here and y'all heard how Dr. Umar talked, now this is the woman that he was referring to, right? He said that this woman smelled like something crawled up in her and died. But he got fellatio from her 3 times. Now, as men up in the chat that deals with women, what I don't know a man that would be up in this chat to sit up here. If a woman had a foul odor, I don't give a fuck if she got the best head in the world. If that woman got a foul odor, man, you really think, I mean, unless you a nasty motherfucker now. I mean, but Law, let's keep it real now. We got some nasty ass men that will overlook that smell all because they want them some fellatio. Right? Now, you got some on out there now. They'll overlook that damn smell. Just so they can get them some damn fellatio. And then half the time, shit, they end up hitting any goddamn way. Now, I might not go as far as them putting their face all up in it and all this and that, but then you got some nasty motherfuckers that will do that too, knowing that box stink. He still put his face up in it. Then he goes on up in the woman raw without a condom. So, I mean, I'm not oblivious to that. I do understand that type of shit still can happen. And you got some nasty ass men on out here. But see, Dr. Umar called himself, protecting his image. But see, this woman right here that's on Lenon Honor's show sat up here and outed the fuck up out of Dr. Umar. And that's what triggered that video that I went over yesterday, that how he was disrespecting her talked about her son being slow. Whole time the son was sitting up here following Dr. Umar, and you just heard that's how Dr. Umar was introduced to the mother, was through the son.
It's left. Basically, how you were saying, or how I was saying before, where he doesn't deal with things, he just basically lets them sit. And then more, and I'll tell you something else, he has a ton of in the house. You know, those donations, well, in bulk mail, when you work for the post office, they allow you to pick up like fan mail and stuff like that. You can have their crates. So they say United States Postal Service on it. He had an unusual amount of those things in his house, which you're supposed to return them, but he's using them as caddies.
That's what it's saying.
Oh my goodness.
So that is what I found the juice and the cleaner mixed in together. Like it was like in there just like you had just put all juice and cleaner in a caddy and stuck it underneath a dirty sink.
Okay, so real quick, when you say caddy, you're talking about the mail caddy for mails?
Yes, there's like these bulk containers. They are made out of plastic. We have a ton of them at our job, where they hold bulk mail. And like sometimes small packages or whatever. They're white bins. And they say United States Postal Service. It tells you to return it upon, and he's using them as caddies, as in like totes, like what we would have, which you said your wife keeps her spring clothes in or winter clothes. Yeah, he's using it as totes.
So he ain't trying to buy none from Walmart. He just
no.
Now, this is something that I was concerned about. And during your first interview, you had said that he had mixed, I guess, in one of these totes or some of these totes, his mother's juice and cleaning supplies.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you how bad the ego on this guy is. I separated it. I took it. I wiped it down. I separated. I pulled all her juice out of there. Wiped them down with a rag, and I wiped them down and separated it. I set them on the edge of the table. Now, mind you, I done went home and I done came back, but it's like a matter of a couple of days. When I came back out, he went and put it right back the way it was. Like, no, you don't change anything in here. And I honestly, that wasn't I wasn't trying to come into his space and try to take over. I was trying to do right. And he's like, his ego won't allow that to happen.
Yeah, but in my mind, I would think that if he cared about his mother, he wouldn't want to mix her juice with cleaning supplies in a one of those totes or whatever.
Right. Lenon, common sense to tell you, if the grocery store doesn't stock it like that, then it's not supposed to be like.
Wait a minute. Mixing his mother's juice and cleaning supplies. Oh, boy, hey. Oh, goddamn. And look, y'all, this goddamn video is 6.5 hours long, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting y'all know right goddamn now. Let's just be honest. I'm not gonna go over all this shit. Do you know if his live stream is 6.5 hours, right? That means that I will have to sit live and go over all of this shit for like probably 12. No, you ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we doing this in parts. Do you hear me? So just know that this one right here that I'm doing is part 1. Part 2 will be coming later on today. I'm not going to do all that shit at once. I still got shit to do. No. I still got shit to do. No, I can't just do all that at one whop. I knew since I didn't go live last night that I was going to go live this morning. But damn that shit, no. Yeah, I do this in parts. I ain't got to kill myself in one whop. Shit, this live stream is 6.5 hours long, man. Look, she ain't. I'm sure she's not talking all the way throughout the duration of this. I'm not sure because I didn't look at it all the way, but I knew that this was the woman that he was referring to, and I knew that Lenon Honor actually interviewed this lady. Soul Snatcher with the $2 super chat. Love me some boot drop law. Okay, I got you on that. All right. Love me some boop. Love me some boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, make some more parts of that because that's a long ass live stream right there. Hell no. Break that shit down and y'all know I know how to milk some shit my own damn self shit. Hold on.
And that brown skin lady.
Oh, what you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Brown skin lady better sing the hook on our song. Come on, brown skin lady. I love me some boots.
Love me some boots.
Hey, I love me some boots.
I love me some boots.
I love me some boots. She got on me on Sid's channel. She got on me because I got on her on my show last night, Carlos. She didn't appreciate me calling her out for that April Fool statement that she said on my show last night. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Boop, 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 boop. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Boop, 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 boop. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Boop, 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 boop. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Love me some boots. Boop, 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 boop. She didn't like the way I came at her. You know, she took a very much issue with that, Carlos. So when I went over there to see his channel a little bit earlier, you know, she let me know what was on the mind, Carlos, about this situation. And she called me pussies, you know, she called me bitch ass niggas. Yeah, Carlos, she really got at my ass good. And do you know what I started doing, Carlos, when she started doing that? Love me some boo. Brown skin lady, you was trying, you wanted me to argue with you. No, brown skin lady, I ain't gonna do all that. I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man. Shit. Love me some boo. 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 Boo, 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 boo. Love me some boo. Love me some boo. Love me some boo. Me boo, 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 boo. Have to submit to the way that you think, respect, and keep it a cute, cute. Cause I love me some boo. Love me some boo. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, Lord Jesus. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball, man. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball, man. D Delightful TV. You know that was a classic right there. Hey, look. Hold on. I inspired that shit so much so that brown skinned lady, even when you go over there to a membership, she even named her membership Love Me Some Boo. So I want y'all to always remember now, came from over here at the Johnny Blaze 2 show. I'm the one that started that shit. True story. True story. You go over there and you get a membership over there at Brown Skinned Ladies Chat. You gonna see her title of her name, Love Me Some Boot. All right, now I don't want nobody to ever forget now. That came from me. Yeah, that came from me. See, that's why when people sit up here and be trying to shit on my name, y'all, come on, man. I brought entertainment and I still do. I just dialed it down some with trying to talk about all these individuals, man. I don't give a fuck about all that. I'm not sitting up here pressed or hung up about it because, look, it was never supposed to be about that. I veered off. And, it is what it is. I learned in time on how to move. It's just as simple as that. I'm not in it to it with nobody. I don't have no ill will towards nobody. None of that shit, man. Yeah, so Snatcher, that's why you got people like Don Dallas, you know what I'm saying, trying to get me to do it. Man, I'm not doing no back and forth with you, my nigga. Like, I never had a problem with you. You made it a problem, so I entertained the problem by entertaining your bullshit. But when I'm done entertaining your bullshit, I'm done. I'm not playing another video. See, you was hoping that I played that other video that you made of me calling me Zesty Blaze. Not gonna happen, bro. I entertained your video enough. The end. Whatever the fuck you want to think about me, cool. But see, you're outside looking in. I'm not outside looking in on you. I really truly don't give a fuck. Then you want to make excuses saying that I really watch you. No, I don't, my nigga. I can't tell you nothing of what you said. Just because of a news feed and people share your videos is how I knew, dumbass. The reason why I know you sit up and talk about Kwame Brown is because of Keep the Change. Just like I said, but see, you won't mention that part right there, right? You won't mention the part that Keep the Change was sharing your videos or whatever you was making if it had something to do with Kwame Brown. That's how the fuck that I knew about what the fuck you was posting on your damn video on your channel, you stupid son of a bitch. I didn't watch your content. Again, if I did, I could tell you what the fuck you said. The fuck? And then this old clown ass motherfucker. Carlos, do you see the shit that, wait a minute. Carlos, you just getting up here, so you might don't even know, but you might do, because you might have went over there to my community wall, because I tagged you up in the post. But I got to refer back to this because, see, this is some bullshit right here, bro. Bro, look at this shit right here. I'm going to read off again what Don Dallas said, right? To hashtag to catch a predator. While y'all on here doing the same shit and nothing in hashtag life, I'm out here doing my best to save some of our hashtag youth. I had a talk with the mayor's office of Greensboro, North Carolina about this piece of shit, and he is now being thoroughly investigated. Let's hope this slime ball gets what he deserves. If you appreciate, now think about all that spiel before I say this. If you appreciate this real work, show your appreciation on my Cash App. Okay? Then he got his Cash App for content channel support. Now, What's happening, Mo? What can y'all tell me what's wrong with all this right here, ladies and gentlemen? Mo, I know you can tell me what's wrong with this situation right here. Wait, I thought he said he didn't need nobody's money. Oh, Carlos, man, goddamn. Boy, you hit the nail right on the goddamn head. What work? Look, hold on. What work is he doing? Why he put the information all the way out there on the man? What's his name? So look, Carlos, I respond back like this. I say, where's proof of you even talking to the mayor at Don Dallas Reacts? If you're really trying to help the kids, then why put your cash app? People won't donate to no hearsay. I'm just saying, you are really a sad individual. Bro, what? Wait a minute, Carlos. I do some shit like that, Carlos. Carlos, ain't you gonna talk shit about me, bro? Let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Say I did some shit like this and I pump fake that. Look, Carlos, they didn't even in. Look, right. Hold on. I'm about to show you that part. Hold on. Carlos, this is what he do, right? In response to what I said. Now look at this long drawn out ass goddamn paragraph that he wrote to me in response to me asking him that question. So let's go over it. Let's go over it real quick. After this, please just be quiet. I don't hate you, sir. There's no way you can win over here. It's been over 25 years, and I've been telling the youth to straighten up and fly right. Over 25 years of assisting the youth in any way I can, whether that be giving them a kind word and a few dollars on reporting any kind of abuse against them. You're still trying to project what's in your mind onto me, and that would never work. Best bet is just to leave this alone and move on, dude. Trying to make people you truly do not know truly don't know look bad. This motherfucker can't even write. Look bad is what this is. Lack of correct information and just making assumptions. They call that grasping for air. Get your mind right for your man. Remember, this started because I asked you a simple question in a respectful way, and you still in your feelings despite to make me look bad and still obsessed with Kwame Brown. You obviously mentally challenged. Thanks for the free promotion. By the way, as far as the cash out question, I guess the same reason you was begging your chat to make a donation to the content. You didn't have no money for alcohol that day, more than likely, and had to ask your chat, guess what? If it's good content, you won't have to beg for cash apps. They will send based on if they like it or not. So if somebody likes the fact that I have a suspected predator investigated, they can donate to my community youth project work. Like, what the fuck did you even mention that for? Got him. Now, this is what he showed, Carlos. After all that, what I just read that he just put, right? Look at what he shows. This is what he showed after all that shit that he wrote, trying to respond back to me. Now, Carlos, you tell me, what the fuck do that mean? Him showing me that on Thursday he calls the mayor's office. And then look, he's so much of a pussy, he don't allow nobody to even say anything up in his comment section. Look, comments are turned off, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, can you please get on your PayPal? Please get on your Cash App and donate to the content on this morning of Saturday. Can y'all please show Don Dallas on how it's really done when you actually are putting out content that you actually want to pick up? Can y'all please now already shout out to Miss E for that $2 super chat. Wait a minute, shout out to Chef X for that $1.99 and shout out to Soul Snatcher for that $2 super chat. But Mo, Don Dallas been around. He been around, Mo, but Don Dallas is a non-factor though, Mo. Like, bro, he is an ultimate clown, bro. He got mad at me because I kicked him up out my chat for asking me a question. Like, you don't sit up here, to me, in my opinion, if a person don't fuck with you, you don't sit up here and try to ask them no damn questions like they owe you some type of explanation. Like, I don't do that over here. I'm a grown-ass man just like him. He disrespected me. See, the ploy is, Mo, is that he trying to latch on and he's trying to get some type of buzz going on to his channel. Bro, I'm not, no. I'm good on that. Yeah, I'm good on that. He wants me to go back and forth with him, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, you not even worth that. Man, look, hey, I'm already knowing though, Carlos, but bro, he could kill that noise. He could kill that noise. I don't know you. Shit, I need a motherfucking rent-free for his ass. Shit. The fuck? He ain't the type of nigga that I'll be around, man. He ain't the type of nigga. Shout out to Sears, man. He ain't my type of nigga at all that I would want to be around. Delightful TV, thank you for that $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, Delightful TV. Thank you for that $2.99 super sticker. Donation.
That's what you niggas do for content, nigga. I don't bust your fucking head. You come to my city.
There's some people that's really trying to piss me the fuck off and get me to go the fuck off. Y'all niggas gonna get everything you want. I'm telling y'all, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Niggas wanna play with me. You think I'm the nigga to play with? when y'all niggas ain't my caliber nigga, bro. You niggas ain't nothing like me, my nigga. Nothing like me, bro. I don't even know why y'all niggas be trying to play yourself like that. TY, I'm warning you, my nigga. I'ma fuck your shit up, bro. I'm tired of playing with you like that and you playing with me like that, my nigga. Stop playing with me like that, bro. Stop playing with me like that. Cause you ain't my kind of nigga, bro. You ain't nothing like me and I've been told you like my nigga. When you talk about me, nigga, talk about me the right way. You not my kind of nigga, bro. You ain't my kind of nigga, bro. You nothing like me, nigga. And that shit that you do, I will never do, nigga. My nigga. My nigga, this shit might be all funny and shit, but make sure you don't pass your place about talking like if y'all niggas move me. Like if y'all niggas can move me, you niggas ain't got no backbone in you, nigga. You niggas is not my kind of men. Stop playing with me like that, cause you ain't my kind of nigga, bro. You ain't nothing like me, and I've been told you like my nigga. When you talk about me, nigga, talk about me the right way. You not my kind of nigga, bro. You ain't my kind of nigga, bro. You nothing like me, nigga. Cause you ain't my kind of nigga, bro. My nigga, you see all that shit you be doing for clout and all that? Flying to another nigga's state for clout? I don't play like that, nigga. I don't play like that, nigga. All them games y'all niggas be playing, dancing in front of niggas fucking restaurant. I don't play like that, nigga. You ain't my kind of nigga. Don't try to fucking act like.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Don Dallas, that whatever you trying to do ain't gonna work, bro. All that now, and I'm gonna prove a point to you. See, I got to prove this point. Now, again, all right. So I'm about to go here with it real quick. Y'all bear with me real quick. Cause I want to show y'all this. So then that way y'all know that it ain't me the one that's sitting up here continuously keeping the shit going. It's this man. So at this point, it's hilarious to me that he wants to still put my name up in the title. Now, this time, this is in 2 hours of him doing this live stream. He got 17 views. Zesty Blaze is still obsessed with Kwame Brown, and here's why. So let's listen to this bullshit real quick. Fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Good morning, folks. This is Don Dollars over on Don Dollars.
Oh, now the motherfucker stopped. He actually goes live with his own voice instead of the voice changer. Dig that, ladies and gentlemen. The other video that he did, he had a voice changer. This live stream, he's coming with his real voice. Shout out to him.
Reacts. This is going to be short and sweet for the people watching the playback. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, please. Let me get right into this. This dude, Johnny Blaze, or whatever the fuck his name is still obsessed with Kwame Brown. And here's how I know that for sure, right? It's been years since this guy drove.
So why don't you show videos, Don Dollars, of me still obsessing over the busty bus. Why are you just talking to people telling them that? How come you can't come to my channel and look at the content that I've been providing for people and show the people on how obsessed I am with the old busty bus?
All the way from Chicago to Brunswick, Georgia, with wishes of meeting a strange man that he does not know. This man drove from Chicago.
Well, first off, Don, no one knows Kwame Brown, not even you. I went there because he had a shoe drive, and he invited everyone open for the public to come and attend. I went to network, sir. I was actually putting in the legwork to network. See, and when you network like that, though, Don Dollars, in my mind, I knew that I had to come with something in order for people to pay attention. See, you can't show up to those type of events without showing up with something, bearing gifts. I bear gifts because it wasn't a problem for me to do that. Don Dollars, I never got on this motherfucker and asked nobody for a dime on what I spent for those shoes to be donated to them kids down there in Brunswick, sir. You keep bringing up the fact that I drove 15 hours, but I drove off my dime, my nigga. My nigga, I didn't get on this motherfucking ask nobody for shit on what I did when I went down there. So that argument would only applies if I literally got on here, Don Dallas, and I was sitting up here begging people for donating to Kwame Brown's shoe drive. I didn't do that, brother. I worked for that money. I put money to the side. I put money to the side to even take the trip down there. My hard-earned money, sir. I rented the car. I got hotel rooms. I got my food. I got my entertainment. And I was able to get shoes. So, sir, what the fuck is you talking about? Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, would y'all agree that if I was coming on near to ask people for money to fund my trip, to go down there to donate shoes to old Kwame Brown, then you can have an argument about what you're saying. But sir, I never asked you or anybody for the money to donate to Kwame Brown's shoe drive, sir. Never did I do that. You're just mad because you in a rut on your busted up channel, ain't getting no traction, and you got to go through these old bullshitting tactics for somebody to look at your fucking channel.
Chicago in a car to Brunswick, Georgia to meet Kwame Brown. Now, I don't know if that ever happened before, any man driving that many miles to go meet another man, right? So let's say that's why the Zesty Blaze is there, because I think that John Goodwill had ulterior motives other than just taking shoes. Because you can just mail the shoes, right? Save money on gas. You're not rich. We know you're not rich. Save.
Why do I have to be rich just to take a trip, sir? I know how to save my money, and I know not have to get on here on the internet and beg people for money for a personal trip like that, sir. I got the money on my own. See, so your point of what you're saying is a mute point. It's very mute. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand what the fuck you talking about. Your argument will only stand up if I was sitting on here on the internet begging people for money to actually go to the shoe drive. But my man, I paid for it, everything, my own self. My own self. So you think I give a fuck about what the shit you laying out? Again, you sound stupid, my nigga. And that's why you at where you at right now, because you're not willing to do the leg work to get yourself popping. You want to sit behind a computer screen and think people supposed to pay attention to what the fuck you talking about. That ain't how that shit goes. Now, I could admit, maybe I shouldn't even went through all of what I went through for the bus, but nonetheless, it happened. But it happened on my dime, sir. I didn't ask you for the money. So what difference do it make what I had did in the first place and how long I drove and all that? I didn't ask you for the money. I didn't ask nobody for the money. I funded the trip myself. You don't know what the fuck my finances is. Just like I don't know your finances, right? We gonna sit up here and talk about people's finances, but you sitting up here talking about you got 3 books on now, but you sitting up here talking about people hit your cash out for you pump faking on pointing out a fucking pedal on here. The fuck up out of here. I don't do no shit like that.
Money on gas, they wear and tear on your car, but you wanted to go look that man in his eyes. And
sir, I rented the car. You didn't hear Willie. You didn't hear Willie. See, that's how you know right there. He exposed himself right there. If he was there from the very beginning and I gave him a wrench, then he would have known that I rented a car to go down there to Georgia. Not only did I go to Kwame Brown Shoe Drive, but my mother lives down there in Atlanta, Georgia. And Atlanta, Georgia is before you even get to Brunswick. So, sir, what the fuck is you talking about?
see if y'all had a spark or something, right? That's why you was mad that he did not meet you at that bowling alley or whatever he was supposed to meet you.
Sir, you're lying. How the fuck did he able to pay me back my money? See, Don Dallas, you talking stupid, bro. How was he able to pay me back my money for the shoes, render for the shoe drive, if he didn't meet up with me at the bowling alley to get the shoes? You see how stupid you sounding? So, answer this then for me, Don Dallas. Hold on. Answer this. See, because I got the proof. I got the proof. Hold on. We gonna slow walk this thing. All right. So let me show you this real quick. Yeah, Brian. So I got to let him know that you need to stop. Don Dallas, you see this right here, sir? That's Kwame Brown on June the 10th of 2022 at 9:01 a.m. That man sent me $350 for the shoes that I met up with him at the bowling alley to donate for the kids in Brunswick, sir. There go the proof right there. You see how I'm able to show you proof that I met with the man. Why would the man send me this then, Don Dallas, if I never donated or even met up with him to give him the shoes, sir?
And slipped you because Kwame Brown probably knew, like, yo, this motherfucker said he drove from Chicago to come see me. I know he was like, well, who the fuck is this nigga? You understand? You drive all the way to see me? Well, man, I don't know about this motherfucker. Like, yeah, man, this shit is kind of strange. Yeah, it was strange. It's very strange. Johnny Blaze. And you're going to try to project name calling upon me and share my posts, right? You gonna try to call me a name? And you think that's gonna work against Don Dollars calling?
It did work because you still talking about it, Don. It did work because you're still talking about it, sir. You can't let it go. You need some anger management.
Me a name. I mean, bro, you are delusional, bro. You still on here whining and crying, and you talking about, all this other stuff like you some kind of host or you some kind of content creator, right? Nah, dude, you the dude that drove hundreds of miles to go visit another man.
Hey, Don, pick a struggle, my nigga. Either you going at Kwame Brown or defending Kwame Brown. Which one is it, my nigga? We could go to your channel right now and we see videos of you going hard body at Kwame Brown, bro. Now because you don't like, because I didn't want to answer your damn questions, now you want to take up for him now? Like, bro, pick a struggle, my nigga.
And you wanted to be this man's friend, or you wanted to be whatever to this man. That's what you did, Johnny Blaze, right? And then when you didn't get to meet him, you came on the internet whining and crying about not being able to meet another man that you don't know, right? That's what we know you for, Johnny Blaze. Whining and crying about not being able to meet another man. Going over to his channel, trying to hit the panel, curse him out, get loud, all this stuff. Like a scorned bitch. Like a bitch that somebody told, I don't want to see you no more, right? That's you, Johnny Blaze. That's you. And then when somebody like me asks you a simple question, and then you blow up on me and try to block me for asking you a simple question.
I don't want to answer your question though, sir. I have a right not to answer you. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't answer to no other grown man. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you from a can of paint. I don't give a fuck about you. So I don't have to answer your questions. You don't support my channel. I don't support your channel, so we even. But you're trying to make up some excuse to sit up here and have a fucking a remedial beef with me is diabolical to me. Yeah, exactly, Carlos. He most definitely watched me.
Shows that you have serious mental problems, sir. And I feel sorry for you. I'm not even mad at you.
You feel sorry for me, huh?
I don't know you.
But you feel sorry for me, but you don't know.
It's probably best that you just watch this video and leave it at that, right? Let's say that.
Oh.
But this ain't about me. This is about you. This is about what you did years ago. Driving hundreds of miles to go meet a man that you don't know. That's what you did.
And you hung up about that because why you so hung up about it? Why you thought that was supposed to have made me mad because of you saying that? Like, I don't care. That sounds like a personal problem to me. This motherfucker right here is bad to the motherfucker because I drove to go see Kwame Brown. And then Brian want to go along with the lie to say that I never met him. But sir, I just showed you the cash app of what he sent and paying me back the money that I donated to his shoe drive. Sir, I actually shook Kwame Brown's hand. So that would be a lie.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why I know that he's still obsessed with Kwame Brown.
Please,
to this day. People. I'm about to tell you.
All right, tell me.
I don't know, maybe in the last week or two, I did a live stream, maybe talking about something that happened with Kwame Brown here on YouTube, right? So, I don't get a lot of people when I go live, and I'm not known for going live, and that's cool because that's not my object here to be like one of the main people going live and all these people in my chat. I don't want these motherfuckers. I don't need these motherfuckers support that be in these chats because I think them supporting all of these different live streams is some bullshit. Actually, I don't want those type of supporters. So you have.
Oh, but you want people to donate to you for putting in the work on pointing out a pedo. So how the fuck do that work then? You don't want people to support, but you want people to support it when it's convenient for you. Oh, that's what it is, Don Dollars. Oh, that's what it is. Exactly. Carlos, we hear him a mile away, double talking like a motherfucker right now.
Me sadly mistaken, Mr. Blaze. You have me sadly mistaken. Like I care about going live, right? And the reason I say this is because when I asked you that simple question in your live stream, right? I think one of the first things you said was, "Oh, you be going live about Kwame Brown and only have 3 people in your chat."
That ain't the first thing I said to you when I saw you type that question up in my chat, Don Dollars. I asked one of the moderators to get you to fuck up out my chat because I don't fuck with you and I wasn't going to answer your question. That's what happened. No, I said that after the fact. I asked one of the moderators, can y'all please get Don Dallas React the fuck up out my chat because I don't fuck with him. I don't want your cam to be able to type up in my chat. So what happened was one of the moderators hid you to fuck up out the chat. Then I said that, sir. I got the video proof to prove it.
You going live about Kwame Brown and only have 3 people in your chat. That was what you thought was gonna make me look bad, right? You assumed that was gonna make me look bad. That was the only thing you could grasp for. So that means you came to my live stream, heard me talking about Kwame Brown because it was Kwame Brown, right? You said,
no, that's wrong. I already just said that Keep the Change been sharing your live streams or videos of when you talk about Kwame Brown. That was the reason that I knew you've been talking about Kwame Brown was because of KTC. If it wasn't for KTC sharing your videos, then guess what? I wouldn't even have known because I don't even watch you. The fuck? I'm not subbed up to you. What the fuck you think this is? Like, bro, come on, man. Why the fuck would I be watching you anyway? You don't need to be going live like that. Make it make sense.
"Oh, let me go see what he talking about Kwame Brown because I'm obsessed with Kwame Brown. I need to know everything about Kwame Brown. What is this dude saying about Kwame Brown? Because if you say something bad about Kwame Brown, I'm gonna try to report back to Kwame Brown, and maybe Kwame Brown will like me." That's you, Johnny Blaze. And you did not even speak when you came to my live stream. So that makes you a fuck nigga, right? You go to people's live stream and you don't speak, right? But you come in there to listen and you come in there to hold.
I never came to your live stream, sir. I never did. Why the fuck would I speak to you if I never was in your chat? I told you the only reason that I knew that you was talking about Kwame Brown was because of KTC sharing your videos out to YouTube, sir. That is how I knew. I'm not subbed to you. I don't be in the clouds listening to shit you talk about. That is exactly how I found out that you've been talking about Kwame Brown because of KTC sharing your videos to everybody. Dummy, I don't know what the fuck you said, nor do I give a fuck.
Hold on to it, and you come and look at numbers to try to hold something against somebody, right? Oh, he only had 3 people in his live stream. I don't give a fuck about no numbers.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Stop
And I don't
lying.
give a fuck about you. A grown-ass man
about me then
who drove hundreds of miles with hopes of hanging out with Kwame Brown, and it didn't happen. And when it didn't happen, you came on the internet whining and crying like a damn kid who can't have no candy in the store that you didn't get to meet Kwame Brown. That's who you are.
Right. I know.
And here it is years later, you sneaking around in people's live streams that's talking about Kwame Brown and looking at their numbers so you can try to hold it against them when they say something to you, right? Man, you got to grow up, man. You got to grow up, man. You got to find some direction for yourself, some focus, man. You need to get off this internet, and the time that you spend on the internet, you need to be spending with a therapist, bro, for you. Not for me, not for Kwame Brown, not for anybody in this beef sector shit, right? You need.
Well, what I have to tell you, Don, behind that is fuck you and your assessment. You're not no psychiatrist. I don't give a fuck about you telling me that I need to go see a psychiatrist for help. I don't give a fuck about all that, nigga. All right? For one, everybody knows that I have a specific time limit on how long I'll be on YouTube nowadays. Now, if that was back in the days, I'll go along with what you just said, but that's not going on right now. I don't sit up here and be live no all day, every day, and all this and that. For two, I don't even talk about these people in this internet. I play old drops because I know that the people like it, the end, but I have certain topics that I talk about over here, sir. So I'm not sitting up here worried about what Kwame Brown actually got going on. And if that was really true, then on your live stream, you would have been able to show that I'm being excessive over Kwame Brown. But what you're showing the people is that you're obsessing over me. And it's kind of sad, really. Because while you sitting up here obsessing over me, I'm going to continue to do my content the way I've been doing it and talk about what I talk about. And you going to just be outside looking in, worry about me. Why I don't worry about nothing that you got going on.
Some counseling, bro. Get offline. Stop coming at people that's really doing shit in life. You know, you can share my post where I'm airing you out, right? But you can't share the fact that I got a nonprofit going on. You can't share the fact that I got books, right? You can't share none of the.
No, I'm not sharing none of that. That's on you, my nigga. That's on you. Why the fuck do I got to share shit that you got going on? You could do that on your own. I don't support you. So why in the fuck would I be sharing anything that you got going on? I don't give a fuck. So that I can answer that just plain out. I don't support you. I don't support nothing you got going on. So why in the fuck would I be sharing anything of what you got going on if I don't fuck with you, sir? I didn't fuck with you then, and I don't fuck with you now. So why would I be sharing anything that you got going on? The fuck? You share your own shit.
Good shit that Don Dollars got going on. But as soon as I say something about you and straighten the record on you, you want to post it and try to call me a name, thinking that calling me a name is going to do something. That's how I know you're delusional. That's how I know you need therapy. And I'm going to leave it at that because you are not really worth my time. And I just wasted 8 minutes talking about somebody who drove hundreds of miles to meet another man that they don't know and got mad about it and came to the internet whining and crying about not being able to meet a man.
Right.
That's you, man. You ain't got nothing else going on in life but going to the work and going to get your alcohol or whatever else you get, and then it's YouTube. That's it. And it's sad, Johnny. It is sad, man. I hope you get your life together. And I know in the last video you watch, I said, yeah, this is going to be the last time I talk about you. But this is definitely the last time that I am ever gonna say anything about you. So you have a nice life, sir. And with that said, y'all take care and be safe until the next time.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. You want to be recognized so goddamn bad, Don. Oh, goddamn. He want to be recognized so goddamn bad. Goddamn, man. Hey, well, I'm sorry, Don, that I have not been sharing any of your endeavors that you've been, doing on the internet. But I'm not sorry because I don't fuck with you. You came over here to get a bullshit beef with me so you can get your channel popping, my nigga. See, Don Dollars, I do what I do over here without the beef. Hell no, Carlos, because see, I know he gonna make more videos about me while he sat up there and lied and act like that last video that he made about me was gonna be the last one. I already knew him, my man. I'm like, no, it ain't. He gonna make another video, cause see, he took the other video down. He erased that video and then made that video right there. So why the fuck would I even keep going back and forth with him at this point? Like, he didn't address none of what I said on the previous video about what he said about me. He doubling down on some bullshit that happened 3 years ago that I ain't talking about. I ain't sitting up here talking about or mad about nothing about no damn Kwame Brown. And y'all know it. That's why it's funny. And Carlos, I'm going to cut his water clean off because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it at all for me to even go back and forth with him. So I'm not going to do it. I'm laughing at him at this point, and that's why this video, he's going to remove that too and act like he ain't did shit. But guess what? The next video that you make and moving forward from that though, Don Dollars, I won't be reviewing it and I won't give you no energy or no nothing. You're funny. I don't give a fuck about nothing that you talking about, my nigga. Nothing. I ain't got to help you. I ain't got to help promote whatever you got going on. That's on you, my nigga. I ain't asked you to help me promote what I got going on. That's not your responsibility. So that's where you're going to lose right then and there because you're expecting me to promote the shit that you got going on and you don't want to promote it your damn self. That says a lot already about you, Don Dollars. So Don Dollars, I'm playing around with this shit, man. Man, in real life, I don't give a fuck about you, my nigga, and I'm not about to be going back and forth with you. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm having fun with this. I'm not mad at that son of a bitch. I don't even give a fuck about him. He reaching and grasping for straws what he deflected on me. So I'm not mad, and I ain't about to sit up here and blow up and get mad about the shit that he say. Fuck him, because he up in the clouds right now. Now, hold on. I'm going to call him out like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I'm going to call him out. Now, this link is only for Don Dollars TV. This is how I'm going to do this for you, Don Dollars. The link is specifically for you. Nobody else. I'm not going to let nobody else on the panel. I want Don Dollars to hit the panel, right? See, I know exactly how I'm about to do this shit with you. If you so much of a man the way you say you is, then you will hit that link and you will get out whatever you need to get out instead of all this old bullshitting back and forth. If you can't hit the link by the time this drop in, bro, don't worry about me ever speaking your name.
It's through that you find the only kind of respect that matters in this damn world. Self-respect.
Fuck these niggas that's crying about niggas making videos on it. You punk ass niggas. Why y'all niggas ain't say nothing when these niggas making videos on the people they make? Fuck out of here.
Y'all some weak motherfuckers. Fuck all y'all. Hit that nigga link. All y'all mother stupid ass women too. Hit this nigga link. Wanna keep with Kwame out there, drug the life out y'all motherfuckers. As soon as when he get the opportunity, what do you bring up Suge? Bring up Suge. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Stay the fuck away from me. You ain't cool with me. Ain't no nigga cool with me. Shooting the shit with a nigga talking about raping my kids. Calling me a fucking child predator. Ain't no nigga cool with me. My address. Nigga, you here. Why the fuck you take that video down here? You let him scare you into taking that video down, man. He's still on here calling you teenage lovers. He's still on here. This ears, what is wrong with y'all? Bitch, you got my address, nigga. My nigga Pete Game over there on the panel. He asking this nigga, like, damn, Pete Game, you ain't gonna hit him with it? It's enough ammunition now to ask him about his teenage lover. Following young girls on Instagram, he's still trying to run that line. All these other, how come he don't ask? Nobody ever asks none of them why you attach yourself to a man. When you asked Kwame that about that, what did he say? Don't attach me to nobody. Don't ask me about other people. As soon as anybody that's cool with me go over there, he gets to bring that shit up. I am so fucking tired of that shit, man. I swear to God, every fucking time. You over there with a guy who follow little white girls. What the fuck? This comeback look like, well, damn, I'm on your panel and you got a 15-year-old pregnant. That's supposed to be the motherfucking comeback. Fuck you, niggas. What about your cousins? What about your brother's convictions? You in pictures with your brothers after they was convicted for sex crimes. It ain't no comeback for these niggas. Everybody want to be Kwame Brown's friend. Like, I'm applying all this pressure and heat, and then these motherfuckers want to come soften this shit up for this nigga. Ain't no motherfucker hit my panel to come holler at me, but they want to soften it up. Bitch, you got my address. I'm tired of that shit, man. Don't know Kwame come on my panel, and I get to ask that Kwame, hey man, why you over there with it? These people keep doing this shit to me because it's entertainment. You got my address. Bitch, you got my address. Ask that nigga, hey man, would you threaten to have his child raped? Where's the comeback? Where's the comeback? You talking all this stuff about kids, Kwame. You was on that man's daughter page and was threatening to show his daughter on Christmas. Never no comeback. Never no comeback. Fuck you niggas. I hit that motherfucking backstage and I put on every piece of fucking gold I could for you. I put on every motherfucking gold chain and bracelet that I got in that bitch, tripping on your bitch ass nigga. Yeah, and your bitch ass just left me back. I said I'll never hit that nigga panel again, but I ain't planning on tripping like this on, you know. Yeah. Fuck you, yeah, I'ma rub this shit in. You bro, I'm in that bitch like you broke bitch. He ain't gonna let me up. Broke you nigga, broke bitch. Y'all some weak motherfuckers. All y'all. Hit that nigga link. All y'all mother stupid ass women too. Hit this nigga link. Wanna keep requiring me after he done drugged the life out y'all motherfuckers. As soon as when he gets the opportunity, what he do? Bring up Suge. Bring up Suge. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Stay the fuck away from me. It ain't cool with me. Ain't no nigga cool with me. Shoot the shit when a nigga talking about raping my kids. Calling me a fucking child predator. Ain't no nigga cool with me. My address. Fuck with niggas like that. Fuck you niggas. Fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck who it is. Niggas texting and playing games with Kwame niggas. Fuck you niggas. Stay the fuck away from me. Period. Don't text my fucking phone. You don't hit me up. Don't congratulate me. None of that shit. All you niggas, stay the fuck away from me. This coward ass nigga scared as fuck. His whole family scared of me. Bitch, you got my address, nigga.
Just like Don Dallas knows that I'm live right now, and he's up in the clouds, so I'm not going to waste any more of my time. Bro, you're going to be talking to yourself. And all I'm going to say is thank you for the free press. All right? So later on, ladies and gentlemen, around after 3 o'clock, I will be going back live for part 2 of Lenon Honor's interview with Lachey. All right, this is the lady that Dr. Umar had hired to take care of his mother. I will come with part 2 after 3 o'clock. All right. So with that being said, salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all slide through and hitting that like button. Appreciate all donations. Appreciate Chef X with the $1.99. Miss Eve with the $2 super chat. Appreciate Soul Snatcher with the $2 super chat. Appreciate Delightful TV with the $2.99 super sticker. I appreciate everybody that came through and hit that like button and support the content. Don't feel free now. Just because I'm ending my show, that don't mean that my Cash App ain't working or my PayPal ain't working. If you want to donate to the content, hit the PayPal, brothers and sisters. Hit the Cash App, brothers and sisters. I will see y'all after 3 o'clock with the next show. Until then, salute to the chat. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Johnny Blaze is gone.